a few days ago I went to see James Smith live in London, and I left the seminar thinking, shit, I need to rethink everything I've been doing with my online business. Now, if you don't know who James Smith is, he's been on social media for almost a decade. Started off as a PT, then wrote, I think, 3 best-selling books, which I haven't read, launched his line of energy drinks, which I haven't tried, and done talks all over the world, which, I'll be honest, I've never been to until now. Not bad. That said, his videos and lead magnet did convince me to buy his online business mentorship, and I'll be honest, it's actually really good. But this video isn't about that. Now, did I learn anything new in the seminar? No, not really. But sometimes you need to be reminded more than you need to be taught. So the first thing I was reminded was personal branding. Now, we all know it's important, but I actually completely forgotten on how to actually build it and what it is. See, especially if you're in the education space, your personal brand is essentially a mix between information and personality. Too much info? You just sound like the old school teacher that we all had. All facts, no energy, and just really painful to listen to. Let's be real, if all you do is teach, you're just a shittier version of ChatGPT. Now, if you go with too much personality, congrats, you're a vlogger now. People may like you, but they're probably not going to buy anything. And that's where I messed up. And to be fair, a lot of other coaches I know do too. We lean, in my opinion, way too much towards value. We think, hey, if we just teach something useful, people are going to buy. But they won't. Because let's be honest, most of us, we're just too fucking boring. What we have to do is put a bit of personality into the mix to keep the viewer interested in what we actually have to say. That's how we're going to stand out from the rest of our competitors. Now, the next thing I was reminded really blew my mind because it's just so different and rare in today's world of social media. And that's the power of honest marketing. Just say what you mean and mean what you say. In other words, just don't lie and bullshit people. I mean, let's keep it real for a second. How many times have you seen a fitness coach with 500 views saying, hey, I'm looking for 5 ambitious men in their 20s who want to lose 20 pounds in the next 10 weeks? Let's be honest, you're not. You'll take on anyone who will book a call because your calendar is wide open. And that's okay. Just say that. See, what James did is reminded me of how refreshing honesty can be. You know, why can't you do these sales calls? Because I don't want to. Why are your prices so high? Because I'm too busy. Will you ever drop them? No. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, that's easy for him to say. He's got millions of followers. And yeah, you're right. But it's not about the size of your audience. It's how you present your offer in the first place. Imagine you just said, hey, I'll be real with you. I don't have many clients right now. However, that means that I will go above and beyond to help you get results so you can refer me to others and leave a good testimonial. Oh, and let's not forget, I'm like 3 times cheaper than most of the coaches out there. Now, let's be honest, some people will buy, some people won't, but they will definitely respect you more for just saying it like it is. Just please, whatever you do, drop this fake it till you make it bullshit, because anyone with half a brain can just see right through it. And if you're dishonest from the start, why would they trust you with their money? And you know the craziest part about this whole honest marketing thing? Money back guarantees. Can you even imagine how easy your sales calls would go? If you just say, hey, if you buy and you don't like what you see, within 7 days, I'll give you your money back. I mean, think about it. When people are buying from you, they are taking a risk. They don't know how good you are. They don't know if they'll get the results that you're promising them. Maybe you're just trying to scam them. But when you say, hey, you're not happy, here's your money back. That just takes all of that risk and doubt that they have in their mind. Now, will it increase your refund rates? Of course. There will always be a few twats that just want to get as much free stuff as possible and just beg for their money back when they realize that getting results isn't that easy as they thought. But I am certain that you will get a lot more signups too. I mean, just think about it. What would you rather? Have 5 signups and no refunds, or say have 12 signups and 3 refunds? All right, now this is something else that I really have to mention. Think about this for a second. James sold out a 600-person seminar, massive venue, really nice hotel, completely booked out. And do you know how he did it? You think he did live streams non-stop and just spoke about it for ages? Do you think he promoted it to his audience by maybe posting a YouTube video or doing some reels on Instagram? Nope. Literally none of that. This guy literally sold out 600 seats by just literally sending out a couple of emails. And this to me just reminded me of how powerful collecting people's emails can be for your business. And then later it made me really upset because I didn't realize of how much money I was losing because I didn't take it seriously for years. And it just goes to show that email marketing is not dead in 2025 and it's not going away anytime soon, because it's literally the only digital asset that you actually own. Because I'm speaking from experience here. You can have your Instagram account hacked, which I had for almost a year. And then you can actually have your TikTok account banned, which also happened to me. But guess what? Nobody's taken away your emails. Now, there is one more thing that I really have to point out about this seminar, and I'll be honest, I attended a lot of them. See, in most cases, what happens is that the influencer does a lot of the promotion beforehand. Then you show up and then you realize that majority of the time, you're actually going to be taught by somebody in their team. And then, what happens is they show up at the end, maybe for 30 to 40 minutes, answers a few questions, and that's pretty much it. Now, I'm not going to mention any names on who I'm talking about, but their name rhymes with Schmozy. James, on the other hand, himself showed up bang on at 10 a.m. and stayed on stage pretty much the whole day and then made sure to answer a ton of questions from the audience, except for mine. Not mad, just disappointed.